change, potentially leaving Clear's future cloudy. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The suspected mastermind of the September 11th terror attacks and 4 others could avoid the death penalty under a plea agreement that's being considered. Some relatives of the nearly 3,000 killed are outraged.
For families who lost loved ones on 9/11, it's been an excruciating wait for the trial of suspected mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and 4 other accused plotters.
It's more heartbroken.
There's now fresh outrage for Kristen Breitweiser, whose husband died in the World Trade Center after the Pentagon sent this letter to families revealing plea deals are being considered in which the 5 men would accept criminal responsibility for their actions and plead guilty in exchange for not receiving the death penalty.
I thought I lived in the United States of America. I thought we were a nation based upon the rule of law, and obviously turned out not to be the case.
The prosecutions of the 9/11 defendants at Guantanamo Bay held in military tribunals have been delayed for years, mainly complicated by the CIA's interrogation of the suspects, critics call torture. Whether the evidence extracted is admissible in court. Mr. Alpolucci, a defense lawyer for one of the accused plotters, told CBS's Catherine Herridge last year a plea deal would end the impasse.
He is willing to plead guilty, serve a long sentence at Guantanamo in exchange for medical care for his torture and taking the death penalty off the table.
That doesn't satisfy Brad Blakeman, who lost his nephew, Tommy Jurgen, in the World Trade Center.
We were told and we were promised that we would bring these people responsible to justice, and we expect that to happen.
Through the years, there have been proposals to move the trials from military tribunals to civilian court. But that idea faced stiff resistance in Congress, worried about the security and the costs of moving cases out of Gitmo. Scott McFarland, CBS News, Washington.
A new study offers a promising procedure to treat severe eye injuries.
Researchers working with 4 patients have used stem cells from one eye to treat severe injuries in the other eye. They took a small biopsy from the healthy eye, and they grew and expanded the stem cells in a lab and then transplanted them into the injured eye.
CBS's Jim Priscilla reports that the first person to have the procedure was a 51-year-old Alabama man left nearly blind by a chemical burn who can now see well enough to drive. Coming up, a story of resurrection in France. That's next for the CBS News Weekend Roundup.
You don't have to live in Britain to get what the New York Times calls the best of British telly. 3 of the UK's most brilliant series, only on BritBox. Unlock acclaimed favourites including Vera and Alien. Plus, don't miss upcoming original dramas like Archie, the story of Hollywood's greatest leading man, Cary Grant. Lose yourself in Britain's best entertainment, only on BritBox. Start a free trial at BritBox.com.
Capital City, KFBK News Radio update.
The opening of San Diego Public Schools is being delayed by 24 hours. The San Diego Unified School District says it is delaying the first day of classes until Tuesday because of the uncertainty of road conditions and possible damage at school buildings. It's unclear yet if the Los Angeles School District will follow suit. The mayor of Los Angeles has one message for residents as Tropical Storm Hillary approaches. Stay home. Speaking on CBS Face the Nation, Karen Bass says her biggest concern is tremendous rainfall in a very short period of time. Southern California officials are warning of sustained power outage as Tropical Storm Hillary makes landfall. San Diego Gas and Electric Chief Exec Carolyn Wynn says the high winds could prevent bucket crews from getting to power lines. SoCal residents have been urged to stock up on supplies for days now. That was a quick look at latest news. I'm Angelica Obioha from the iHeartRadio newsroom.
Now, Sacramento traffic. From the KFBK Traffic Center, and a very pleasant good evening to you. In Sacramento, it's at Tail Light Tango, West 50 for the 5099 split to 16th Street. West Sacramento with heavy traffic that's got you running behind schedule. Westbound 80 locked up from Reed to the Causeway. In back uphill, you're bumper to bumper. Westbound 80 from Leisure Town to Allison Drive. A slow go in Davis, westbound 80 from Kidwell to Dixon Avenue. And the Jedediah Smith Memorial Trail is closed west of the Cap City American River Bridge to the Union Pacific Road crossing until this fall. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Steve Ferrara, KFBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM. Now, Sacramento weather. Cloudy tonight, low 71 to 75. Mostly cloudy tomorrow with a shower, high 83 to 87. Cloudy tomorrow night with an evening shower or thunderstorm, low 61 to 65. It turns out partly sunny Tuesday, high 90 to 94. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Ty Erickson. Here's begins Sacramento's News Radio. Welcome to Sacramento, KFBK, Sacramento News Radio.
Hi there, it's Pat Walsh. You know, if your house is outdated or needs some work done, talk to Bridgehaven Homes. They are different, and they'll buy your home as is and give you a fair, all-cash offer for your home instantly. If you have a rental property damaged by tenants, talk to Bridgehaven Homes. If you've inherited property, needs extensive repairs, talk to Bridgehaven Homes. Tell them what you have going on. The main reason people sell to Bridgehaven Homes is because of how easy the process is. They buy your house in its current condition. You don't have to repair anything. You don't have to clean anything. Talk to Bridgehaven Homes, 916-545-2500, or go to bridgehavenhomes.com.
The Foster SPCA Pet Food Pantry invites you to the Tri-County Home and Garden Show in Roseville. You can support those unable to afford food for their pets by donating unopened pet food at the home show and receive half-off admission. Info at tri-countyhomegardenshow.com.
At El Grove Honda, we see every Honda buyer as a member of the family, so we make sure every certified pre-owned Honda is one we would buy from ourselves. See our selection of certified pre-owned Hondas in the El Grove Auto Mall or online at elgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Golden Sky Country Music Festival coming to Sacramento, October 14th and 15th. Golden Sky Country Music Festival at Discovery Park in downtown Sacramento. Passes on sale now at goldenskyfestival.com. Enter to win tickets now at kfbk.com/contest.
Everybody knows Jackson's where you go for the best giveaways and the best casino action. The best place to win a brand new Mustang is Jackson. Labor Day Drive-Away is here. Earn entries all month by playing with your rewards card. Plus, bonus entries Mondays and Fridays. The best summer nights are at Lone Wolf. Enjoy a great meal and free live music on the terrace. Fridays, 8 to 10 p.m. The best place to hit it big is Jackson. All rewards members can win up to $3,000 cash during this month's Blackjack Tournament every Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Let's go. Jackson Rancheria Casino Resort, located in beautiful Amador County. Let's go. Hear the latest news from the headlines on your phone. Download the free iHeartRadio app for the live coverage of breaking news. What's happening where you live? What's happening across the country? Live from the center of the story. Listen for free anywhere, anytime. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with things I love. I loved my late father-in-law, Jerry. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy, or GA. You struggle with vision loss. Maybe want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, straight lines seem wavy, like when looking at a doorway. For others, blurry or missing spots can make it hard to read or see loved ones' faces. Many have trouble seeing in low light, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. Talk to your eye doctor about GA today. Learn more at GAWon'tWait.com. That's GAWon'tWait.com. Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas this September. Supersonic every genre.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Buy tickets now at AXS.com.
Listen to the following program.
On the CBS News Weekend Roundup.
I'm Allison Keith. In Louisiana, it may sound like a tale of David and Goliath for an online coffee company, but it's WASB-TV's Lester Doolin.
It's a typical day for Sarah Hamilton, busy packing up boxes of orders from her nautical-themed apparel brand for fans across the world, all from a building behind their home in Livingston Parish. It's a company she started with her mom, Monica.
We were living in Florida, and I grew up in Alaska, so I missed the mountains, but we were living by the beach, and I wanted to write a blog called Mountains and Mermaids. And we moved back to Alaska and decided to take that brand name and turn it into a brand.
As a former barista, Sarah knew she wanted to somehow incorporate coffee into the new company years ago.
And we came out with the Siren-free design, and then people would ask us, well, are you going to carry coffee? That's what we did, and we started carrying coffee. And then that's how we got into our mess with Starbucks.
The Sirens Brew Coffee Co. was born under the Mountains and Mermaids brand. But soon after, the women say they found themselves in a legal predicament with Starbucks over the trademark. Starbucks claims this mom and daughter team can't use the Siren name or logo for coffee, even if their design looks nothing like the Starbucks mermaid.
They basically felt like they had common law rights, essentially, to the term Siren in conjunction with coffee because they're Starbucks.
So this has been an ongoing legal fight for 4 years now for this small business, and just when they thought they were in the clear, Starbucks hit them with even more legal issues.
And not only did they oppose our trademark, they also opposed it for our clothing. So we had one for our clothing and one for the coffee. And they opposed both of those. So then we joined the cases together. We won the clothing, but we didn't win the coffee.
That ruling was made just a few months back, absolutely crushing the small business owners.
A lot of small businesses didn't make it through COVID. And we did. And then to get slapped again, it's hard.
The women described their fight as something similar to David versus Goliath, with most of their proceeds from sales going towards legal bills now. They say they will continue to fight to do what they love and protect that valuable trademark.
It doesn't matter whether you're Starbucks, Dunkin', Nike, whatever. Small businesses should also have the right to protect their brand, just as much as anybody else. We pay the same application fee as the billion-dollar company.
The ladies will continue to sell their coffee while they challenge the ruling, and business isn't closed down. They sold around 300 pounds of coffee online just last month alone.
Been looking for love online in all the wrong places? Beware of scams, and here's a warning now on how to watch your back from a reformed scam artist with a conscience.
Nicole Hayden is a single mom who was working long days as a nurse in 2021 when she got a private message on social media.
And I opened it up, and he just started talking, saying hi, asking me, where I live, what I did, basic, normal conversation.
The conversation took off, and Nicole was smitten until her new online beau eventually demanded money and threatened to blackmail her if she didn't pay up. That's when Nicole realized it was all a scam.
You feel really disappointed.
The Federal Trade Commission says Americans lost $1.3 billion in romance scams in 2022 alone. To find out how these cons worked, I talked to a former scam artist from Nigeria who asked us not to reveal his name. What would you tell these women? How did you get them to give you money?
I make them fall in love, I make them laugh, I do things they like.
He created fake social media profiles using the pictures and details of other men, including American soldiers. His main targets were middle-aged, divorced women. Once they trusted him, he would make up a pretend crisis and ask for money. But he eventually changed his ways after a major payday.
She gave me over $20,000, and at some point she became sick, she became depressed. I felt this kind of guilty conscience,
He stopped scamming and now works for the other side and a website called Social Catfish. For a fee, the company uses reverse search technology to help online daters investigate a potential suitor if fraud is suspected. He also says the best way to protect yourself is to never engage with someone who won't video chat or meet in person. And if anyone asks you for money online, chances are their intentions are not sincere. Christine Lazar, CBS News, Los Angeles.
In France, a story of resurrection. The massive spire of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris is set to rise again 4 years after being destroyed by fire.
4 years ago, the world looked on in horror as Notre Dame was engulfed in flames. The cathedral's massive timber roof was lost to the fire. The iconic spire, made of oak and metal, was destroyed. Though it will rise again over Paris. Deep in the French countryside, teams of artisans measure, saw, and chisel centuries-old oak to rebuild the spire to its original design, combining the methods of the past
with the tools of the day. A crane lowers another piece of the puzzle into what will soon be a 300-foot spire in the presence of the man in charge of the project, General Jean-Louis Jourgelin.
It's a very emotional time because the reconstruction of the spire is the key phase of the reconstruction of the capitals since the fire.
The shaft is now complete, but work on the main body of the spire continues. Architect Axel Ponsonet has been working on the reconstruction for 2 years.
I'm extremely proud to be part of this team and to rebuild Notre Dame, but it's also a very interesting project because it's a very complex structure and never today we are rebuilding such structures. And what's amazing is that we are really trying to be very specific in the way we rebuilt it. So is it going to be just as it was? Yes, it will be just as it was. The design is traditional, the knowledge is traditional, but the techniques are modern.
The timber came from forests across France, like this one we visited 2 years ago, where only the tallest oak trees, at least 100 years old, were chosen. The architects called this the heart of the spire. 285 pieces of oak are assembled in complex patterns to form the shaft. In the next few weeks, it will be taken to Paris and placed on the roof of the cathedral, as shown to CBS 60 Minutes. French President Emmanuel Macron promised that Notre Dame would reopen to the public in 2024. General Jourgelin is confident they will meet that deadline.
I do my best. Every minute in my life is dedicated to that.
Work on the spire continues until the end of this year, when it is expected to soar again into the Paris skyline. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Briey, France.
Coming up in the Kaleidoscope with Allison Key's segment, how a community is holding together. That's next on the CBS News Weekend Roundup.
The biannual blowout is just a week away, and we've got a lot of work to do.
Keenan's Drug Emporium is rolling out a Labor Day bonanza.
Have that flat leaf shipment coming
Watch
in.
out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Proud Blue Mart.
Someone run a stock check on all the Moroccan 8x10?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Staying informed can make the difference. Again and again. Check in 3, 4, 5 times today. And again. Sacramento's news, traffic, and weather station. What is coming next? KFBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Hey there, it's Pat Walsh, and I am super excited to tell you about a great new way to save money. You know, we're all looking for ways to save these days, and now you can with the Upside app. A lot of upsides with the Upside app. I use Upside to earn cash back on gas and so many other things, and you can too. And the Upside app is free, it's easy to use, and you'll begin earning cash back right away. Just download the Upside app and give it a try. It's free cash back after all, and Upside is always adding new merchants and offers. It's real cash and it really adds up. Cents turn into dollars, and you can get 25 cents a gallon or more cash back on your first fill up by using the promo code KFBK. That's promo code KFBK. And just open the Upside app and claim an offer near you and get real cash back. Again, just use promo code KFBK and begin earning right away. The Upside app is an inflation fighter. Give the Upside app a try today and start earning cash back. Use promo code KFBK and claim offers near you. It's the Upside app.
The California Capital Air Show is back. Saturday and Sunday, September 23rd and 24th at major airports. The skies will come alive. Dozens of the finest military and civilian aircraft, including the world's famous United States Air Force Buster Craft. And how the air show uses the power and magic of flight to inspire 7 days all year long.
For over 40 years, Redwood has not only been in our name, but a staple at our yard. Now more than ever, the possibilities are endless with what you can create with Redwood. Visit a deck that will host many family gatherings, a sturdy fence to keep your pets close, lattice panels that bring light to your garden, or a kitchen that is the focal point in your home.
insured people.
Hendrix is now $0 for 95% of privately insured people.
Then I'll need to ask my doctor or pharmacist about Shingrix today.
See Hendrix.com for details. Sponsored by GS Pick.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with things I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of the disease called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, straight lines seem wavy, like when looking at a door frame. For others, blurry or missing spots can make it hard to read or see loved ones' faces. Many have trouble seeing in low light, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. Talk to your eye doctor about GA today. Learn more at GAWon'tWait.com. That's GAWon'tWait.com. Weekend Roundup.
Welcome to the Kaleidoscope with Allison Key segment, where every week we discuss issues including gender. This time we're talking about the situation in Maui, where entire neighborhoods were destroyed by the raging wildfires. In Lahaina, an area of deep significance for indigenous people, cultural documents, art, and a massive archive were lost to the flames. Activist Noah Lani Ahina, co-founder of Mona Medic Healers Hui, describes the history there.
Lahaina, its original name is Lahaina Oka Mangulu Olele, and Mangulu Olele is a land of breadfruit. And Lahaina used to be rich with breadfruit, which is a staple for our diet. It's an ancestral food. And it's part of what kept this area shaded from the hot sun. Lahaina is the blazing sun. It used to be one of the wettest places. The mountains up above Lahaina are one of the wettest places in the world, and they brought abundant amounts of water down to our people. It was a breadbasket. There was so much food, so much fish. It was a place where our li'i or our monarchs wanted to be because it was so abundant and so fruitful. And it has had places of deep sacred context for us for time immemorial. Our Moku'ula and Mokuhinia, which is a wetland system, a fish pond with an island in the middle, that was the residence of some of our monarchs. And it's a place of deep, deep reverence and significance. But since the plantation era, since the illegal occupation, Lahaina has been taken over by plantation politics, by monocropping. The water has been diverted. It's left Lahaina very, very dry and barren. We've had over-tourism, over-development, and it really set us up for this condition to have this kind of catastrophe. And what it's done is it's taken to the ground into ash so many things that our indigenous people hold dear to us, but like the areas of Moku'ula, the cultural center, the Aikane o Maui Cultural Center, that was positioned right next to Moku'ula. It had archives, it had very old maps, genealogy research, and an entire collection of carvings from an elder named Sam Pa'ai, who's a very beloved national treasure and carver and artisan. His entire collection was lost. It was burned to the ground.
She says that elder has a vision for the future.
He dreamt of restoring Lahaina to its beauty, to what it was before settler colonialism came in and turned it into a plantation town and then a whaling town and then a tourist town. And for me, it's really about the rebuilding being Kanaka Maoli centered. Kanaka Maoli are the first people of this Haina. We're deeply connected. We're ancestrally rooted. We're related to the land. We have relationships with the land. And I think the vision that the Hawaiian people are holding right now, that the Kanaka Maoli are holding, is one where Kanaka are allowed to return to our ancestral land and restore it so that our ecosystem is in balance, so that our people are nourished and healthy, and so that we can protect ourselves from outside influences that have taken